right. Test it. Test it.
All right. I'm here with Steve Nash.
Good
Delve into his
afternoon,
life.
buddy. Good afternoon, son.
Well, hello, young man. Hello.
It's good talking to you. Young man, I got hair in my balls. Ain't nothing about that.
Okay, Mr. Nash. That's interesting.
Wow, man. I haven't had breakfast yet, man. I'm a little off of it.
All good. Well, welcome to the underground. All right. So, how old are you?
24 going up to 25.
So you were a. Are you still Gen Z?
What's up?
Isn't it? Are you
Yeah,
Gen Z? Jesus,
I guess
yeah.
so. 90s.
Yeah, because the millennials, I think it cuts off at like 27, 28, I think.
Yeah.
So you're a Zoomer, Gen Z.
Zoomer.
Jesus.
We are on Zoom though, so makes sense.
Okay. All right. So, what's your background? What you grew up?
I grew up in Little Elm, Texas.
Middle of Texas?
Little Elm, Texas.
Milton?
No, Little Elm.
Little Elm?
Over there by
Oh, I know that little city.
Bristol.
I read a stat that said that was one of the safest cities in America one time. It's a little expensive out there,
It
isn't
was
it?
until a cop got killed.
Oh, damn. Okay. Little
Yeah.
Elm. Hmm. Interesting.
Mm.
Well, so how long did you live out there?
I want to say from '06 till like 2015.
It's expensive out there though, right? So it was kind of like a suburban neighborhood. So that's your
Yeah,
social class, kind of like suburbia.
yeah, man. That was my whole life. We're gonna start right there.
That's interesting.
I mean, we started out in Farmers Branch.
That's expensive out there. Oh man.
Back
That's
then, though. Now it is. Now it is.
oh, okay. So it's a different economic class then, because I've always known it to be
Yeah.
like a small
Now,
little
back in the 2000s, no.
bougie town. It's got a bunch of cameras on the street signs, just waiting for you to get stopped. Because it's like, yeah, Farmers Branch. Don't go over there. Kind
Yeah.
of like Arlington to me. You meet it yourself.
I was getting.
What now?
Can you hear me? I said my bad. I was getting a call. That's why.
Oh, okay. It's fine.
Yeah, I grew up. Yeah, Farmers Branch. Then Little Elm. They came back out to Dallas.
How was it growing up in North Texas?
It was fun. I had a lot of fun.
What did you do?
I had a lot of.
Because you're younger, so what did you do? Like I guess in that time period, like in I guess the early 2000s.
I was a bit of a good kid. I stayed in school, soccer, and pretty much after high school, that's when I started going to boxing too. Yeah, you, Ben's dad, Corey, Mario.
Yeah. Is that what you just took up boxing? Did you have a love for it, or you just took it up just randomly?
Yeah, I honestly just took it up randomly, and then I started liking it. It was way different. It was harder.
Yeah.
First day I wanted to quit. You know who took me? Baltimore.
Hmm.
You know him, right?
I don't think so. I don't remember him.
No.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I went to high school with him. So he's the one who actually got me into it.
I know. What's the other guy's name? Shoot.
Which one?
Uh, Otis or something. It starts with the O. I can't think of his name. He's got a daughter.
Oh yeah.
I thought you would have went to school with him because he's about your age, right?
No. He's a bit older.
Okay.
No.
Hmm. He still stays in Denton. He never moved, so I mean, guess he loves it there. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't like it out there either.
Yeah.
That's too hot.
Teach their own. You're the second person that I referenced Denton around that little town. My other interview. Okay. So what's a day in the life like for you? What are you doing just in your for your generation?
Are you talking about right now or back then?
Back then, like what did you guys do?
Back then,
Because you lived in a different era than I did. You had the age of information and social media. Social media came out when I was 14. So I could do a lot of dumb stuff as a kid and no one knows. But now, you know, they had what AOL and Yahoo chat. That's my era. Now that in your era, they probably already had Facebook or I don't know.
yeah,
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah, see, we had MySpace.
I had MySpace.
Did you?
Yeah, I had MySpace. Fucking out with that shit. But I mean, I was pretty reserved. I didn't really like to be out there.
Oh, so you were kind of like a hermit type?
Somewhat. No, I was just smart about it. I didn't like to put my shit up there.
Oh, like private type of person. You only fuck
Yeah,
with so many people. Okay.
yeah, exactly.
Well, that's good to be kind of conservative socially because you never know. People have bad intentions.
Yeah, most definitely.
Now, tell me about your family. What's going on with that? You have a big family? You only child or what? What's going on?
No, I have brother, half sister, and then my brother,
So you have three siblings.
3 siblings, and then I do have a pretty big family back home in El Salvador.
Are you El Salvadorian?
Yeah,
Oh, okay. I didn't know your ethnicity, so El Salvador. I don't think I know too much about your culture, El Salvadorians. Don't they? Didn't they have some sort of border dispute with Mexicans, and there's like a rivalry between El Salvadorians and Mexicans? I heard about
nah,
that.
it's just no, it's mostly Central Americans and Mexicans that get into that dispute.
Because
Because
no, because I
like
literally,
white people like to call everybody Mexican, and
yeah,
then
yeah,
we're like, what the fuck?
yeah. Latin America is a
There's
big
more to that.
place. But no, I
Yeah,
really, I really heard that. Like, I might approach a Hispanic person. I'm like, oh, are you a Salvadorian, Mexican? They're like, I'm not a fucking Salvadorian. I'm Mexican. Like, okay. So I'm like, shit, my bad. Like it was like an insult. I had two
yeah,
instances like that, so I thought there was like an issue. I was like, are
they're
you
very prideful. That's why.
oh, okay. But no, one person did in particular. We're talking about like fucking El Salvador, fuck them. I'm like, okay, shit. So I thought there was some kind of issue because I know some people from the regions. have different issues. Like I've worked with what what she was where they make the papoose or whatever. That's it, right?
Pupusa.
Whatever. You know what I mean, damn it. Stop laughing at my ignorance. Whatever. You know what I mean. She was shit, I forgot.
Hey, I'm glad we got that on recording though. I'm glad you got that shit on recording. That's just funny.
Yeah. No, but anyway, I've encountered two ladies from that area, and they were both really mean. So I'm like, wow, the women in this culture are really fucking mean and demanding. Like, fucking, god damn.
Oh yeah.
But they were like, yeah, we are mean. I'm like, okay,
general.
Huh?
Yeah, women in general in Central America, yeah, they're very demanding.
Yeah. I mean,
you gotta really be patient to have
a Latin woman because they have hot temperaments. You say?
Yeah, and then yeah.
With Latino, I interviewed a Latina woman, but she was Americanized, I guess. But she was pretty laid back.
It's not Americanized.
Yeah, I have dealt with some Latino women that were from across the border, and they were a little spicy.
No, that's what I'm saying. It depends on who you come across.
They were quick to go, no. I'm like, what? What the fuck do you mean? Whoa.
Shit, there's some females that'll hit you, man.
Yeah, I know. Like, oh shit, what are you? Well, dodging shit. Like, oh, girl, what happened? I don't know what you said, but what did I do? Terrible. Those were back in my simping days, my friend. We don't do that kind of entertain that kind of trash anymore. But you're young, so you might still simp. I don't know.
Oh shit.
Hey, full disclosure, we keeps it real here, son. We keeps it real here.
Yeah. I was done back then, not no more, man. Fuck that.
Oh yeah, you're 25, 26. Yeah, I'm sure you know it all. Yeah, okay. No.
Yeah, no.
Hey, didn't you now? Okay, now I gotta draw it out of your ass. Don't you have an ex-wife, friend? Don't you got an ex-wife on your body count there?
Damn, you had to pull that shit out.
I mean, it's an interview about your life, son. I can't be like, yeah, man. Yeah. Oh yeah, about your 11-inch dick, and yeah, man, you get all these bitches, bro. Yeah, man, you pretty much could like play professional soccer if you wanted, but nah, bruh, nah. We gotta get the real shit.
Yeah. Ex-wife.
Are y'all still talking? Like, are y'all civil with each other?
No. I cut the shit out.
That's unfortunate.
No, that was just bad energy for me now. I just felt like it was.
Oh, that's right. You were living with her, right?
No, yeah. No, but that was just after the fact, after everything happened.
Oh, I know. I'm saying, like, okay, because like you were living with her when y'all were married, then y'all broke up, and y'all were kind of like neutral, and that had to been like kind of a tense situation where you're like with your ex-wife in the same household.
No. I mean, I just helped her move, but that was it.
It wasn't weird or anything?
No.
Okay.
I'm not that type of hold resentment or anything.
No, I'm not saying resentment. It's just kind of like, oh, well, I'm going out with this guy. And you're like, okay, have fun, I guess. Weird. I mean, you were married to me like literally a month or two ago, but all right, we're doing that now. Cool. I don't know, it'd be a little weird to me. I mean, I wouldn't be rude, but I'd be like, okay, you know what? You don't have to tell me what you're doing. Just go. But I don't think I'd like, let me stay in the same household as my ex-wife and I don't know. I don't know, bro.
No, I've never done that. No.
So are you the oldest?
No.
Or are you the middle child?
Yeah, middle child. I'm the oldest out of my mom and dad from their marriage.
Now, what ethnicity is your mother?
We're all Salvadorian.
She's what?
We're all the same.
Oh, y'all are all El Salvadorian?
Yeah.
Okay. Thought it was gonna be some kind of spicy mix, but
Nah.
no. You could have thought you could have threw some Ecuador in there, maybe
Yeah, I'll have sardines.
I met this one guy who was I'm really having a blank with Latin countries now. Damn it. It's terrible. He was Honduran, right? But he was light-skinned Honduran. And he was fucking racist against black people. Fucking bad. I'm like, he was like, he didn't get it. He was young. He's like, well, no, you're cool, but you know how your race is. And I'm like, yeah, why don't you tell me? I just sit back like smiling, like, yeah, no, go ahead and tell me. Expose yourself, please.
Yeah.
And then I met this one lady at a factory. I was working there. It was full of Hispanics. She was Honduran or whatever. And she was cool. She was nice. It was crazy though, bro. Like she used to sell pussy. She had like 4 kids. She worked really hard at the factory, but any guy that was with her, like it was already understood. Like this one guy named Mario, he was like what 5'1". He was a supervisor, and they were like, "That's Mario's girl," but it really wasn't. He was just like paying her, and they had an arrangement so he could fuck. But that's how she rolled, and it was like understood, and nobody was like shaming her. But she had like 4 kids, and they were all like teenagers. But she worked like literally 6 days a week at the factory, worked hard and shit. But when it was her time, he'd have to come with that money. I'm like, well, I guess. Do a lot of Hispanic women do that, you think, or is that just like an outlier? Is that like a cultural thing where it's like,
no,
hey,
no, over there, prostitution is legal.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, really? Like Las Vegas style?
Yeah, kind of like that.
Is that all over Latin America, or is that just like in certain parts?
El Salvador, I don't know. In Guatemala.
Oh my God. I had experience with the Guatemalan chick. Let's just say it was bad. She was fucking crazy. And I was like, yep, I won't be going to Guatemala anytime soon. Like ever. I'm good. You ruined that experience. Dealing with your lady, I'm good, bro. Like her name was Martha.
I'm sorry for your bad experience, bro.
I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, what the fuck is wrong? Yeah, she was crazy, bro. Like, okay. The kind of person that's like this. I'm mad at you. I'm gonna say that you raped me or some shit like that, like crazy like that. So you're like, you know what? Yeah, she didn't accuse me, but I mean, she was.
Well, that probably she wanted to keep you around. That's what she was saying. That.
Yeah, like she was fucking with guys at work and stuff. And I didn't know she was racist too. I didn't know that until the end. I'm like, what the fuck? But I didn't know that was a big thing, man.
What were you saying?
No, I said I didn't know it was a big thing. Like, okay, so I grew up, I used to fight a lot of Hispanic kids. Because I didn't know. Like, they'd be like, pinche negro. I'm like, what? And I'd like, I'd like, cause one would run like toward me, right? And he'd say, pinche negro. And I'd say, what'd you say? And I'd run and try to chase him down. He'd run, and then there'd be like 5 or 6 of them together. And I'm like, a kid, I'm like, I don't give a fuck. I'll fight you all. I'm trying to fight them all. I thought like negro meant nigger in Spanish, but I found out later this meant the color black. I was like, what? I was like trying to fight them all. I didn't care. I was like, what? Yeah. And when I was younger, I messed around with a few Spanish girls or whatever, right? I'm young. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. It's like not a real girlfriend, but you're like 8. You're like, yeah, that's my girlfriend. Like, shut the fuck up. You're 8. It's not. So when I got older, I really found out, like, especially in the Hispanic community, like there's a big thing, especially against black guys. I didn't know that shit. Like, you can like smash a black chick, but if you find out like a brother smashing like your sister or like or someone you know, it's like it's a fucking problem. I found that out. I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, it's a problem.
It's like, my bad.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, they're
My
like,
bad for
nah,
getting some pussy.
we don't do that here. But you can, yeah, we're okay to do that. Okay, like okay, I was fucking with this one chick in Denton, and her ex was literally beating her ass and like an alcoholic, right? Crashed her car. She's fucking with me, and her family's like this. How could you do that? You don't have no self-respect. You're disrespecting your family. How could you? I'm like, and then she had to break it down. I'm like, what's going on? It's like, it's because you know you're black, and they're like, you're disrespecting your family, and how can you do it? Like, what the fuck? So they'd rather you be with the Spanish dude that you were with that was beating your ass and an alcoholic. And they're like, well, I'm like, oh shit. So I found out that was a thing. When your father comes home
Yeah.
and you literally have to jump out the window and get in your car, he's like, get these fucking mañatas out of my house. I'm like, oh shit. Let me get the fuck out of here. Yeah, it was a real thing. It's like, okay. So I learned real quick. They don't like that. Because I think they think like black guys in general, like thugs are just gonna play women or whatever. I don't know. But I'm like, don't some of you guys do the same thing? They don't count. Okay. My bad. But yeah, I found that out. It was a thing. Just like colorism, man. I hate that shit, bro.
Yeah, that's for no reason.
I mean, I was really shocked when I found that in your community. Like, you know, the darker skin you are, sometimes you get treated like shit.
Not even just you over there too. In
Yeah,
our countries, right?
no, I know.
In our
I'm even talking about the Afro Latinos, like you know,
Yeah.
like the Black Latinos. That's a whole different. I saw a documentary on that shit. I'm talking about just like you know, if you're dark skinned, you get treated like shit, and if you're lighter you
Yeah,
are, it's
yeah.
like, oh, okay, you're cool. And then if you don't speak, like it's weird. Is one part I saw somebody getting shamed because they spoke Spanish, they didn't speak English, and then another person I got shamed because they grew up in a Spanish household, but they could understand Spanish, but they didn't speak Spanish. And they were like, "You're not even real Mexican. Like, you're not even real. Like, you're a coconut." I heard that shit. Like, you're a coconut. Like,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. There's also racism on that too. Like you know, they're like, oh, you're from here, but you can't like, you know, you're Mexican, but you can't speak Spanish,
yeah.
shit like that.
See, we don't have that in the black community because no, I don't hear brothers going, okay, so you from Texas, but you can't speak Swahili. You can't speak Ghanaian. Like, nope, I'm from America, bruh. Like, so it's I don't know what's the thing in the Spanish community or the Hispanic community. I found that out. Like, people get looked down on if you can't speak. They oh she's like a white girl Mexican or something shit like that or weta. So I'm like, okay. Um, now I did find this too, man. Like your women, they don't really care. Like I guess the Americanized women, they want like a 6'4" guy, but in general, I learned this from an older Spanish dude I work with, man. He said, I said, how come I see all these badass like Spanish girls and like mothers that are just bad, right? They with these dudes that are fucking like built like Mario. They're fat and they got a big truck. And he told me it's because in our culture, uh if you're like a fat guy and you like it shows women that you eat good and you got some money. I'm like, what? I'm like, let me put on some weight. Hold on. Let me get one of those. Shit.
Damn, Johnny. Did you hear? Hey, repeat that, man. He didn't hear it. Gotta come
No.
home more next week.
So I work with this guy at the factory and I said, man, how come I see these badass Latin girls with these like short 5'5" like fat guys? They're like literally like 240. And they be like, you know, Poppy and and I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on? I mean, hey, do your thing, brother. But so they told me that because in the Spanish culture, you're seen as having money or prosperity, the fatter you are because you can afford to eat. Like you got a big belly, you got money, you got reserves. So women like that shit. I'm like, oh, okay. So he's like, that's why they see that. I'm like, because I've been seeing that shit, like a lot of badass females with these dudes that are like chunky and shit. I'm like, okay, do your thing. And you know, they got big trucks and nice cars and shit. But he said that's the reason why, because they got money. I'm like, okay. That's what he told me. I don't know. Is that a lie?
Man, you hit it right on the nail, man.
Are you following me, bro?
Huh?
How much are you following him?
Nah. I'm just saying that was the thing.
You hit it right on the nail, son.
They were like, this. I got the sauce. I'm like, how? I want the sauce. How do you do it? I literally saw a chick that was like 5'3", 120 pounds, natural D cup, with the guy that was like literally 5'5", and he had to be like at least 190, 180, 190. Big old stomach, creased pants, those little pointy boots, hat, press shirt, big ass truck, Mexican flag sticker on it. They had like 3 or 4 kids behind them, and she was bad as hell. I was like, how did he get her? God damn. And they were at the meat market buying meat and shit. And he had like a big old wallet and he had like a bunch of cash in it. I'm like, he balling, I guess. So it is what it is. No hate. I was wondering.
He's moving probably a lot at She-Rock.
Yeah. He like bam, pregnant, bam, pregnant, bam, pregnant. Yeah. Now, so I asked my old friend, I'm like, hey, how come in Hispanic communities, how come you guys really believe in large families or whatever? And he told me this right here. He said, this is a young guy, young like you. He said, because if the more kids I have, there's a better chance that somebody might up our generational wealth. So if I have one kid, he might not make it in life, or he might not be shit. But if I have 2 kids or 3 kids or 5, then one of them might make it. One of them might become a doctor or a lawyer and then help us all out. I'm like, oh. He said, strength in numbers. I'm like, okay. He says, because he said our culture works with each other. We work together. I said, yeah, that is true. Y'all can be fighting, but you'll stay in the same house. You'll all carpool and shit. You'll all pool your money together. You're investing in business. So I mean, I got to give you that. I understand that. He said, yep, that's what we do. So I'm like, okay, that makes sense. Why a lot of people have big families and shit. I'll be asking questions, son.
Yeah, because my grandma, she had 7.
7. My grandma had 11. So, you know.
That's what I'm saying. Big family.
Yeah. Like, okay, I just noticed the effect, man. Like when I was out with you and we were at the restaurant, like those same ladies, they flirted or whatever, but they were like, I was like, oh, I like your accent. The girl blushed, but she didn't say nothing. She was just like, what do you like this, sir? She sees me with yo brown ass, and all of a sudden they start talking to me and I'm like, oh, okay. I guess I'm cool with Hispanics now because I got somebody with me. What? I've noticed that shit. And yes, I have utilized that. I went to Fiesta. And I was like, because I was like, what's this? I don't know. I don't speak English. I don't know. I'm like, bro, you have a store in America, really? But I found out too in the Spanish culture that, you know, the problem that a lot of Americans have with the Hispanic culture is this part. It's a good thing, but it's a bad thing. You don't have to assimilate if you don't want to. If you really don't want to assimilate, you don't have to. Because you can literally live, have a business, and die in the same area and not learn English at all. You have Spanish channels, you have streets in Spanish, you have businesses that are all Spanish. Yeah, I'm just saying, like, so you literally don't have to be like, I have to put effort into learning American culture or English or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck them. And there's a divide. Like, I don't need, bro. I'm in San Antonio right now, so trust me, I fucking know. Like, I'm literally a 3rd-class citizen here. People are nice, but they're kind of like, bro, we don't need your business. I mean, you're all right, but settle the fuck down. We run this. I'm like, yep, you sure do. Yeah, it's like that. So that's a good thing, but it's also a bad thing because it's not incentive for the old generation to try to assimilate. And then they might bring the younger generation up like that too. That's why I like languages, because people are going to assume. Yeah, people are going to assume that you don't know stuff. I've had so many people talk shit and they think I don't know. I'm like, okay. Like I've only had one altercation here in San Antonio. I'm not proud of it, but you know, I work around a lot of Hispanics. I grew up in a Spanish hood for like 4 years, so I got immersed with the women and the culture, shit like that, and the traditions. I went to a Spanish I don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but I went to a Spanish Thanksgiving. Went to the little barbacoa, the little barbecues and shit, and I see how they roll. The TO's gonna get drunk and try to fight somebody because they're gonna say something insulting. They gotta try to prove himself. The aunts are gonna talk shit about all the girls and why, and they break them down like, you're too fat. Why don't you have a man? Like, damn. I've been to the little parties where what she like. She's in the dress. I don't know. I know she's a teenager, but it's an all day thing, and she's like tired in the night, like walking with the shoes in her hand, like, it's your day. She's like, yeah, I want to go home. You can't, because you got 3 more hours of partying. It's about you. It's terrible. I've been all that shit, right?
True, bro. Oh my god.
Bro, you don't know my past. Like, yeah.
Oh
But I'm saying
my
people assume stuff. So anyway, this guy, he was a young guy, and he had this the classic fuckboy Caesar cut.
Yeah.
And if your friends do have that, I apologize. I'm not judging, but he had the classic fuckboy Caesar cut, and skinny little guy. And I'm like going to a restaurant, and he's speaking Spanish or whatever. I'm like, okay, whatever. And then I heard that keyword, and then they looked at me and they were laughing, and I reacted in a bad way I shouldn't have, but I spurred
Wait,
him.
what did he say?
He called me a chongo.
Oh shit.
See, people who don't know think, oh, they'll say it to my face. I'm like, I have to deal with that on my job. See, this interview's about you, but I'm just saying this reference story. I deal with that on my job. I work with all Hispanics, right? That's fine. That's where that Guatemalan crazy chick was, right? And I'm like, my boss was Cuban. The chick was a Guatemalan. I work with some with the papusa.
So you learn like the insults.
Yeah,
you learn all the shit.
They were talking shit about me, and and the other guy was like, "Damn," they were kind of laughing, like, "Man, that's fucking mean. That's rude." He wouldn't tell what they said, but it's like, that's rude. But it's just like, you're so free because like he don't understand shit, and it's like it's like, if I know that you understand English, I'm like, "Hey, you piece of shit. Hey, dumbass. Hey," and you just kind of smile at me. I'm like, "Yeah, what kind of a person I am? Why would I do that? Like, what's the point of that?" You know what I mean? But anyway, the women would do that shit, and they would ask me and they would ask me stupid questions like, "Are you African?" No. So you're not from Africa? I don't have an African accent. My last name isn't African. Nope. And the other black guy that worked there, "So you guys brothers?" No, I don't even know him. "So you're not his brother?" I'm like, God damn, really? Yeah, it was annoying. But anyway, so I had to like get in this old dude's face or whatever. I was like, "Bro, listen, this is just a job. I will slap the fuck out of you." You know what I'm saying? You don't snap at me, don't whistle at me. I'm not a fucking dog. Okay, I will fuck you up, old man. I had to go there. I don't like to go there, but it was a big thing. I said, I don't give a fuck about this job. I will fucking assault this guy. I will brutally assault him, and nobody can fucking stop me. What the fuck are you gonna do about it? They're like, "Whoa, calm down. Whoa." I'm like, "No, fuck that." These motherfuckers call me Chongo and shit, and well, no, fuck that. You should know, I don't give a fuck what your culture is. If you're stupid enough, if you're too stupid, you should know that in black culture, calling a guy a fucking hairy monkey is a bad thing. That's fucking stupid. I don't give a fuck if you say that in your culture. I'm not part of your culture. What the fuck is wrong with you? I tell my supervisor that. Come on, bro. Okay, we won't. I shouldn't have to tell you that shit. At the time, it was like 2019. It's 2019, bro. I should have to tell you that shit. Come on, man. Fuck out of here.
Common sense.
Like, it's common sense. You should know that. You know what I mean? But they knew. They just didn't give a fuck. They didn't think I would know. "Oh, well, listen, I don't care." And then they would say shit like, my husband doesn't like black people, but my daughter, her father, he's black, and we love our granddaughter." I'm like, okay, I guess. What does that have to do with me? Just saying. Not all black people are bad. Like, is what? Yeah, bro, I had to deal with a lot of shit, man. For real, it was bad. It was bad. I got called in the office and shit, and yeah, it was bad, bro.
Was this recent?
No, this is like a few years ago at a company. It was accepted.
Okay.
I'm like, y'all, you won't do anything because 90% of your staff are Hispanic. I get it, but I mean, that's bullshit, bro. I do my work. I come in on time. I don't fuck with anybody, and I have to deal with that shit like all the time. People talking shit. I don't understand what they're saying. What's fine, but I'm not gonna put with the racist bullshit, man. That's bullshit. Like, And then I guess I got a lot of Hispanic guys with respect because they're like, oh, you're not lazy. You work hard. I guess you're one of the good blacks. Bitch. For real. That's how they were treating me. Like afterward, they were like, oh, okay. Oh, Lovito, Lobo. Like, yeah, all right. Lovito, you cool. You work hard. Because I was working every day and I tried to get overtime. You don't smoke? Mota? No, I don't smoke. You don't drink? You manicon? You butterfly? No, man. I like women. You aren't like no kids? No. They be like, you not married? No. Like I was an anomaly to them. Like I just don't. So, but they invited me to a lot of their shit because they like me. They invited me to their like parties and shit and all that shit. But it's like,
because they know you're laid back. Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. They know you're laid back.
Yeah. Well, see, they want to know more about me, but I was trying to holler at one of the women up there, but it was a classic one. She was a Spanish girl. Her name was Yesenia, right? That's how you know she's a real Spanish girl. Her name was Yesenia. I just call her Yin Yin. And the women up there are fucking so nosy. I'll be like, hey, Yesenia. Hey, Lobo. And they'd be like, she's married, right? Yeah, I know. Just saying. And they'd be telling them Spanish, you shouldn't be speaking to him. You're a married woman. Like, I didn't know Spanish women got down like that. Like, God damn, y'all are fucking bossy, gossipy, and nosy as fuck. Like, nosy as fuck. So y'all were at break together. Are y'all together? Nah, she bought me some food and we're sharing it. Because I bought her some food last week. Well, that's just not proper. We work beside each other in the workstations. What are you talking about? Yeah, it's weird, man. Anyway. I learned a lot more about Spanish culture. Like I learned, don't get the red chili.
Did you work?
Get the green chili, because yeah, they were making fun of me. How you gonna handle a Latin one if you can't handle this? I'm like, listen, my asshole wasn't built for this kind of hot shit. All right, let me just drink some milk. I don't fuck around like that. Okay, I still got the sauce. I can still get it down, girls, but just give me a minute, okay? They were laughing at me and shit. I'm like, why are you laughing? But I really had a good experience, man, because I went to this what do you call it? Thanksgiving. And I thought they were gonna act weird, but they really made me feel welcome and it made me feel good. Like they were like, oh yeah, you're my mom's friend from work. Hey, what's up? Give me a hug. I'm like, all right, man, what's up, man? And like, hey, this is Lobo. I'm like, hey, and everybody's like, hey, what's going on? Nobody was going, oh, this black guy's in our house. Because I was the only black guy there. Everybody was just, man, there was no white people there. It was like, everybody was chill though. Everybody was chill. They had me hold the baby and whatever. And it's like, all right. And, the baby was scared because I don't think he sees any dark-skinned people ever. So he was looking at me like, who the fuck is this? Mom, get me the fuck out of here. I was laughing like, all right. Yeah. But everybody was chill though, man. They were smoking and chilling. The women were like, it was like a different thing. Like almost all the women were tatted up. All the women were dressed like, I'm not gonna say slutty, but they were like the grandma, the mother, and the daughter all had short dresses on that were above the knee. I was like, okay. And they had heels on. I'm like, that's not how my grandma dresses, but I mean, all right. I mean, rock that shit, grandma. Do it. Shit. Go ahead. Walita, do it. Yeah, it was crazy. But yeah, man, it was a good experience. Plus the stuff I had to deal with when I was a kid. But I'm cool with the Spanish community or whatever. It's just, I hit that one young kid. I hit him in the face because he was like looking at me and was like laughing. And I'm like, and they were like, oh, and I just like, I said, oh shit. So I fucking got in my car and I burnt out. And I was like, there was no cameras and shit. And I stayed in my hotel room for like literally probably 2 weeks straight. I didn't really go out unless I went to like work. But I was paranoid. I was like, nobody knows me in the city. Nobody got my plates. But that was like, I lost control for a second. But that shit just set me off. Because it's the whole feeling of is how dare you insult me because you think I don't know, and then you so blatantly say it. Because
I know.
And it's like my homegirl that's like got a son that's like part black and Hispanic. She was like, "What?" And she got heated because I mean I understand her son is that way. So I'm sure somebody in her community is kind of like looking at her like, Some people are. Some people don't give a fuck, but some people like. But I do know that they don't really like interracials. They don't. A lot of guys don't like that. I don't know about the women. You know what? Actually, the women I encountered, they're low key curious. They be like in public, like no, but then like the girl was like, Lovito, I hear that the colored guys, they have, I'm like, what? Say it. They have I'm like, I was trying to get her to say it. And she was all blushing and oh my God, she kept staring at my crotch. I'm like, what are you staring at, darling? It was so funny. I was like, it's not true. And she was like, really? I'm like, I'm lying. It's totally true. And she was laughing. It's true, damn it. It's terrible. But yeah, man. So tell me about your experience abroad. Tell me about your experience across the border. How's life like that? Because last time I saw you, were like kickboxing and shit. And
Yeah, I was kickboxing. I was over there for a year, but I was kickboxing every day, just eating healthy.
how long you were over there? I thought you were over there 2 years. I thought you were gone because the whole idea when ICE picked you up, man. I thought you were gone for 2 years, bro.
It was no, yeah, for 2 years. But over there, I was there for a year, a little over a year.
Now it looked different because when I saw you, it looked like, I don't want to say like a third world country, but it looked different. Like it looked like Colombia, like because I'm from America, so I'm used to a certain look. Even in like a poor area, I'm looking to a certain look. But when you go to like a third world country, the poor area looks different. That's what I mean. Because I don't want to be insulting. Like the from the dirt and the tiles on the floor and the grass in the background, it's like there's no structure. Like it's no building. Like everything's open. Huh?
Everything is.
Yeah.
You're wild out there.
Now, okay, so are there different rules for over there? Like I heard that you can't, like, women can't go out at night and you can't fuck around because anybody who is, from all the people I know that are from another country, they legit have spidey senses. Like they're not Americanized. They know it each time, even if they let their guard down, that they still have that what do you call it? Conditioned alert system, because in other countries you can't be careless. You can die real quick. Is that still true?
Yeah, my homie Johnny has an experience. You want to tell him?
What?
¿Una experiencia? Yeah, because he has an experience over there, like in his country. Because he that's what he wanted to interview about too. Cause, I mean, he'll tell his side of this story. Because every person has gone through a different kind of, experience. Each one is traumatic.
Well, yeah, I'll interview him next. Why don't you tell me about your experience? Like, okay, so how was it? Like, first tell me, what were you going through? 'Cause, yeah, like, what were you going through? You want to talk about that? I mean, we don't have to.
No. To be honest with you, it was pretty chill. Like I didn't run into any problems at all.
No, I was talking about that. I was talking about, like, when you got nabbed up, like, because I saw that really triggered me. And I thought about you. Remember I told you I thought about you and I called you when you're still over there on the thing. I saw that shit and that was like, damn, bro. Like I saw those guys. That Birth of a not Birth of a Nation, Immigration Nation, bro. It was.
Oh yeah.
Like, I understand doing your job, but some people were like, hey, I know that you just got off of work and I'm about to take you into custody and your daughter's right behind that door. But can I give you a chance to say goodbye to your 3-year-old? I could, but fuck it. I'm not. Fuck it. And he's just, I'm like, damn, bro. Really? Shit like that was like, damn. Yeah.
There's some assholes. They I don't know what kind of hate fuels them, like, we're not.
That's the whole point of me keeping your identity anonymous, because I want you to tell me, like, about your experience, if you feel comfortable. Like, how was it going over there and just, that's crazy, bro. That's damn. Like, that's got to be a bunch of panic because, like, literally, it doesn't matter what you had going on here. That shit's donezo for right now. Like job, relationship, whatever you had going on, a bank account, everything just done. Everything shut down. It's like being in jail, but like you don't ever get out. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it is.
You go back to your
It's like being invisible.
yeah, damn.
Yeah, man.
And like people are kind of like what whoa, where'd he go? What happened? And I guess imagine people to call around and see what's going on. Like they don't know if you're dead or something happened bad or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing too. Is like, man, friends that you used to have, they don't check up on you like they used to. There's only a certain few friends that they will check up on you, but after you go through some shit, hell no, there's no fucking friends. There's only family. Like you checked up on me, and I was like, damn, and I didn't even, and I wasn't even that cool with you, like
Yeah.
back then. Like we were cool, like we knew each other, but then like you hit me up and you're like, damn, you actually asked me about my crib, and I was like, what the hell, like that shit, like
Well, I was curious, and I was
I
kind of like, well,
appreciated that, yeah.
I was curious, one, and that was kind of like, damn, I didn't know that. I was like surprised that happened because I didn't assume your status or whatever. I just like, oh, I just train with this guy sometimes, whatever. He seems cool, and that was it.
Yeah.
I talked to you about some personal stuff, like bro, you said you had some legal issues or whatever going on, and you were trying to get past that. And I was like, well, just be chill, right? But I had no idea about your like status. So when that shit happened, I was like, what? Are you in another country? Like, yeah, bro, they got my. What do you mean they got you? What? And I was like, oh shit. See what I'm saying? So I was kind of like, oh damn, you know what I mean? It actually
Yeah,
happened
'cause
to a. Go ahead.
yeah. No, I'm just saying, it's like after being here for so long and going back over there, it's just like, what the hell? You don't know what the hell to do.
Oh, you're trying to like over here?
Yeah, yeah.
Like
'Cause I mean,
how?
we're basically raised over here, so
Like, but how do you do that, man? Like, I got like a small peek into it because of a guy I used to know back in the day. He told me that it costs like 5,000 to get across the border, another 5,000 because you have to pay off the border patrol guys, and they'll take 5K a piece, and they'll just like let you pass. They don't give a fuck if you get caught. It doesn't matter, but they made some money out of it. So he says you can do that and pay people off or whatever. But then then he says you have to know a guy that can give you like a social security card and ID so you can get a job. I'm like, I mean, how do you fucking survive when literally you don't have you don't have any identity here, any kind of legal standing? Like, how do you get jobs? I mean, I guess employers hire you, right? And they know, or they act like they don't know. But it's like, how do you, man, that's kind of be crazy, bro. The hustle game's got to be on point because how do you accumulate cash? How do you get money? You know what I mean?
yeah, you do have to be on point. You just gotta keep a lookout on everything. I try to do most of cash. Try to
Yeah,
keep the checks on the minimum. Yeah.
yeah, shit, man. And it's like I saw it where they had people that were undocumented, but they were veterans. I'm like, how the fuck did they get in the military?
Yeah, it's
And
fucked up, man. These people are in the army
after
and
they did the
they still
service,
don't
they
give
were
them.
like, "Oh yeah, you got to go." I'm like, "Bro, but that should exempt them at least." I mean, okay, they were undocumented, but they served in the military. So I mean, damn. Yeah, it was a whole thing. I preface you to watch that special. I told you about it last time. It was like Immigration Nation on Netflix. It's really good. It's like a 9-part series. Pretty good. I mean,
Mhm.
were you around people that were like,
I'm gonna take a
huh?
I'm gonna take a look at that documentary. But what were you saying?
No, were you around when you were in holding? Were you around other men that were like kind of sad or crying? Because I saw the document, like, a lot of guys like in your culture are like kind of masculine, like they don't really do that emotion stuff, but a lot of guys were breaking down. They were like, you know, my kid's 3 years old or 5 or 7 or 12, and I just saw him 4 hours ago, and now he doesn't know where I'm at. He's gonna wonder where I'm at, and I can't contact him. And you know,
Oh yeah, everybody breaks down. It's meant to break you down. That's why they do it.
Oh shit. So nobody, yeah. So nobody's like saying you're being a pussy. Everybody's just in there like going through it. Like, damn,
Yeah, man.
that's crazy, bro. That's got to make you a stronger
People are in
person.
there. People are in there for 6 months, a year and a half, 2 years,
Oh shit, and
filing
holding?
their cases.
Literally,
Yeah,
they're
like
they're
yeah.
holding that long? Holy shit! Like you think you'd be processed by
I
that
was
time, 2 years, but fuck, just imagine being in limbo, like being like, a prisoner in Guantanamo Bay, just like I don't even know what I'm here for, or I do know what I'm here for. An accusation, I didn't do anything, or I did do something, and I'm just like in limbo for 2 years, and I don't have a sentence. That's got to be crazy because your life is just like still going on.
yeah, man. I was there
Damn.
for 7 months. Just
Oh shit.
you know.
How are the conditions?
I mean, you got fed 3 times a day. The bed was shit. It's always cold. I mean, some of the guards were assholes. Some of them were cool.
Yeah.
You just have to make time go by. There was
Yeah.
church there too.
So that they had adults, they had kids there, or no, just all adults?
You know, just all adults.
Did they have the women and the men separate? Or I'm sure they did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, of course. Oh yeah.
No, I mean some places they don't give a fuck. They put
Hell
them all
yeah.
together. I'm assuming. I don't know.
Yeah, I know.
So, did you guys get to congregate
What
together, or no? They kept you guys separate the whole time.
do you mean?
Did you guys get to like congregate with each other, like the women and men, like at like maybe a mess hall, like eating or whatever? Or did they separate you guys the whole time?
Yeah. There was a food hall.
7 months, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, and then there was like 80 of us in one pod.
Was the pod big enough to hold 80 people?
Yeah, it was.
Okay.
There was 80 beds there.
Okay. Because I've seen that. Me and myself, I've seen where the tank is overfilled and people have to sleep like on the floor. They put mats on the floor, or whatever. So I was wondering about that.
No, there it was big. It was built there.
That's a lot of money.
They
Man,
made money, man. The commissary, everybody would like the lines of like 50 to 100 people. There was like 700 people there. Imagine how much money they make off of commissary.
yeah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, how are they making money when they're undocumented? Who's sending the money? Like the family?
Just yeah, people who they got over here.
Oh, so how's that working? Okay, so people from America or people from their country sending the money, or both?
Well, sometimes they just got cash. They had cash.
Bro, I saw on the documentary, it was a real tense moment where this young guy, like younger than you, about probably like 18, 19, him and his friend got caught up, or whatever. And he's like, so I can't. He's like, oh, you're gone. He's like, all right, man, whatever. He was like, let me make a phone call. He goes, Mama, don't talk. Don't go home. They got me. It's okay. They got me. Don't go home. She goes, okay. Like, it's the mom didn't like, oh my God, mijo. She was like, okay. Like, just, oh, no time. I don't have time to cry. I don't have time to mourn. Okay, I won't go home. So that to me stood out like, damn, she knows what time it is. She knew there was like a looming threat. Like, it could always happen. She knew it was gonna happen, but she wasn't like falling apart. You know what I'm saying? So that shit like stood out. Like, damn.
That's how it goes, man.
Yeah.
Life's a gamble, man.
Yeah, that's true. Like you know, I just was like, man, she was very poised in that moment. And that's clear mind. That means you can get out of a situation, or you can have the best outcome because you're not too emotional. You're just like, oh, my son. You're like, okay, I can do that shit later. I don't need to go home. I need to make arrangements. I need to get my shit. I need to make sure my other kids are safe or whatever. So that was like, damn. Huh. So okay, so
Yeah,
how was it?
you don't get a chance to say goodbye.
Yeah, I
I
saw
didn't get
that,
to
man.
say goodbye to mom, dad, my wife, when at the time, anything.
Now, how'd that affect your marriage too? Did she get sent over too eventually, or no?
No, because she's from here, but I mean, yeah, it does affect your marriage because you're not there, so shit happens.
Yeah. Infidelities are just like you're not here, and You're supposed to bring in money, and what am I supposed to do? You know what I'm saying? That really tests a woman. That really tests a relationship. That really just tests someone's resolve. Like being down with somebody for I don't know, a year, 2 years, 5 years. Some men and women are like that, and some they try and they can't do it anymore. And some people yeah, I'm not finna do that. I'm moving on as soon as possible. You know what I mean? So it's weird. It's just different options.
Yeah, man. It is, like I said, everybody's different. Every woman's different. So.
How was the trip? How was the trip over there? Like, did they do it by helicopter, by van, by bus?
Hell no, they by plane, man.
Oh shit! Well, you got to fly first class.
What? First class in Texas.
You're like, shut the fuck up. You know what? No first class, motherfucker. You know how shit was coached. remember that movie Con Air?
And water.
Eating a peanut butter jelly sandwich with water on the way back.
So y'all had Con Air, right?
White trash shit.
Hey, in America we love peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Damn it.
Hey, buddy, I said white trash. I didn't say American food.
Hey, white trash is a part of America. You know.
After no eating nothing all night.
That dog won't hunt, son.
Oh shit. That's true.
No, okay. So that's cool. So you got a plane over there. What they do with your ID? Like, did they give you like a passport, or did they just give you a new ID? IN number?
Hell no. Yeah, you have to go take that shit out when you go back. You gotta go pay for your passport, for everything.
Did they give you any kind of money, or you just if you have money when they nab you up?
Hell no.
No, I'm saying let's say that they nabbed you up. You had $600 American. Do they take that and confiscate it, or they give it back? They put it in a holder and they give it to you when you're going back.
Yeah.
And can you spend American cash over in your country?
In El Salvador, yeah. I mean, in Guatemala, you can exchange it in
banks. Or there's people around there that do that. You can exchange the money.
There's exchange stations, right? Yeah. They pay you a certain rate, but yeah, you could do that. So, okay, what would be a $500 in American over there?
$500.
Salvador has dollars.
That's it?
El Salvador has US dollars. El Salvador is USDs, bro.
Oh, well, okay. I'm just a silly American. My bad.
Yeah, you uncultured swine.
We have quetzales in Guatemala.
Sorry.
No. What's it called? Basically, but that's why the country's so poor as shit, because we fucked ourselves. I guess the government fucked ourselves.
Corrupt government, yeah.
Shout
out.
Yeah, the previous
to Immortal Technique.
Yeah, shout out to Immortal Technique.
He talks about that shit a lot, man. Just especially Spanish governments, like Latin governments that are fucking corrupt. It's just terrible. It's being a politician is basically laundering money. I'm a politician. Your money, just take the money. It's terrible. A lot of people starve. It's terrible.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. That's why over there they make $200 a month, man.
Yeah.
200, 300 a month. But the food costs just like over here.
Really?
Everything costs just like, yes.
Wow. Is the food better over there though?
Hell yeah.
I don't know about that.
It's
like eating.
It's like eating. Yeah, it's like eating in heaven, man.
I'm just gonna be biased because I'm a American. Stand up, and I'm gonna say that American food is pretty top tier. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
but what is American food? It's a cluster of all the other foods. So I mean,
that Jack in the Box.
Hey, it don't matter,
son. Look at you.
Look,
that fucking Jack in the Box.
I'm not eating healthy. Hold on.
Hey.
But look, it's all better. Product placement. Boom. Huh? Shit's good right there. Take this right here. It'll make you shit. It's plant-based, vegan. Anyway, no, but American food is you can't get it's a cluster of everybody else's culture. Hot dogs, hamburgers, tacos, pizza, spaghetti. So that's American food, but it's other countries' food. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know if you guys can compete.
No, but I'm talking about health-wise.
Listen.
Health-wise and taste-wise, over there it's much healthier.
First of all, you have an advantage, an unfair advantage. Okay.
I was poor.
That, and I don't have to walk 5 miles to the freaking well to get water. Okay, I can sit there on my fat ass like this and be like this. Eat a Snickers bar. America.
I had a motorcycle.
It's terrible. That's terrible. Why would you do that?
I had a motorcycle, so.
Bro, why are you flexing like that? Why are you flexing? Like, hey, you. It's like, you broke bitches. It never. I have a motorcycle. Why are you like that? I'm uncultured swine now. Damn it. I gotta culture up. I gotta level my culture up. Oh. So, but okay. So you were over there. Like, were you looked on differently? Because I heard that was a thing too. Like, let's say that you got nabbed up by ICE. Did people like, oh, you think you're too good because you're American or you're from America, or? Yeah. Because I know that I mean, they don't say it, but a lot of people look down on Americans. They're like, we'll take your money, but we don't fucking like you. You're arrogant. You're stupid. You're like, they look down on Americans in general. It's not like just a skin tone thing. Just like, oh, you're American.
Yeah, that is, yeah, that's true.
I've experienced it. Like, I go to an Asian shop and they look at each other and like, I'm like, I just want to buy something. I don't want to steal. You don't have to say I'm a dumb American. Can we just make the transaction? I go to a Hispanic shop. I get the same thing. Some girls think it's cute though, because I try to they assume I don't know stuff, and they're like, you won't get that. That's too hot for you. I'm like, are you challenging me? Are you questioning my carne asada? Huh? I got this. Give me that hot sauce, girl. And I'm like, I need some milk, leche, please. It's terrible. But yeah, shouldn't assume stuff, son. I'm tough.
Michael, do you like spicy food? So can you handle spicy food or not? Yeah. You?
Are you questioning his heritage?
Yeah, I'm questioning my homeboys right here.
I mean, hey, I might start fighting because I mean that's not cool. You don't question a Latino man's if he can take hot food. That's just like a question Indian man. Of course they can. What's wrong with you?
Oh yeah, the fucking Indians. Oh man,
curry is hot, bro.
Spicy. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. No,
yes,
no Mexican,
I've tasted it.
Maybe Mexican like they eat,
bro. My homegirl is from Bangladesh, right? And I work with this chick. She is Sikh. Her religion is Sikh, right? And she's from India. Her name is Pia, and she made me I forgot what it's called now. Damn it! But it's a dish where they layer it. They put like rice, chicken, some more rice, but it's like spiced or whatever with some kind of curry. I forgot what it's called though. Damn! I wish I could remember. But it was so good. But it was so fun. I literally was like this, sweating in the break room when she made it for me. I was like, God damn, this is good, Pia. I was sweating like, oh. And then when I had to drop the kids off at the pool, it was not fun. It was not fun. You ever have like a poison IV thing, like you have an itch?
No, I've never experienced that.
Me neither. Well, I'm saying like you have like a real bad itch or whatever somewhere.
A real bad itch.
Yeah.
My knee when I had the car crash. I mean the motorcycle accident.
Why are you crashing cars? Are you drinking and driving, son?
No, I meant my motorcycle accident back in October.
That's where your knee. That's where that scar is from your knee.
Tornado.
There's a tornado warning. What the hell?
Listen, you can't die before this interview.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, hey, Lobo.
Yeah.
The tornado, what?
Nothing good.
They do that in Denton a lot. I lived through that too. They had the same thing. It was raining real hard. The siren was going off. I have videos in my archives about that.
Oh, it's literally right here. I can see it.
What, the tornado?
Like it's right here.
No, it's the speaker.
The speaker.
It's a tornado warning.
Why are you being
There's so
extra?
much fucking rain.
No, we're not being extra. For real.
Nah, no.
Hey, Lobo, we're gonna get something to eat, man. So can I do a part 2?
Yeah. We can end it here or whatever, and then I can interview your friend later on today.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's about it.
Because I want you to talk about, like, you know, the journey back.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I got you, man. Yeah, I want to make a part 2. Like, you know.
All right, Mr. Steve Nash, your handle.
I'll be Johnny Cash.
Johnny Cash. Johnny Cash and Steve Nash. There you go. All right, fellas. I will talk to you in a few hours. Okay.
You know who you can interview too? My little brother, because he can talk to you more about how his experience was as like a kid, because he's a more of a technology like kid.
Okay. That'll work.
And he likes to talk about yeah, about some cars.
About some what?
Some cars.
Cars. What's that?
Cars and clothes.
Really? Oh, God. Dear.
I know, man. This dude.
Your generation is doomed. Your generation is doomed. I'll tell you. It's bad.
Oh, I think you're about the same age as Johnny Cash.
Steve Nash and Johnny Cash. All right. Well, I'll hit you guys up later, and I'll end it because I'll be editing this video. So.
All right, man.
All right.
All right, good.